Mind you don't splash. Don't mind you burning his fingers, but I do mind you wasting good fat. Okay? Nice work. Now, there's a beautiful knob of fat. Know what's inside it? Kidney, my lad. There we are. What did I tell you? That's right, put it aside. I'll have it for breakfast tomorrow morning, perhaps. Now watch him get to work on the knob. Yes, not bad. First he trims it, cuts off the odd bits of fat and looks it up. Then he shreds off the skin. That's no good to man or beast. There. No, not with the other fat, you chump. Go and get another tin from behind you. Suet's an exception. Should be always kept apart for suet puddings and so on. Yes, that's right.
Can't it be rendered down?
Can be, if you're fool enough to do it. Good suet's worth double as much as dripping, that's all. I told you this chap knew his job.
Yes, I suppose you taught him a few wrinkles, too.
Matter of fact, I did.
Yeah.
See now, he's going to clarify the fat from the baking tins and the stuff off the top of the stock pot. All makes good dripping, makes a few bob, too. No matter where you find fat, it's worth saving and clarifying. Never let a heap of the fat go to waste if you can help it.
Why so keen on fat, Jones, apart from the few bob?
God give me patience, because fat gives you energy. Bread and fat, that's the stuff to give 'em.
What, no beer?
Who said no beer? Mine's a bitter, thank you. Yes, but fat's important all the same.
Yes, the men don't seem to think so. You should have seen how much they left on their plates today.
Should never have got there in the first place. That's your job to see it doesn't.
Me? How?
You give 'em meat with too much fat on it. What happens? They leave the fat on the side of their plates. All right, cut it off first, render it down and give them fried bread for breakfast.
Yes, it sounds perfect, but you can't have fried bread all the time.
Nobody asked you to, but you can use up your fat in pastry, can't you?
Oh, I suppose so.
And what you can't use, you can always get a good price for. Come and have a look over here. Lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it just looks like boiling bones to me.
Good Lord. Is that all you can see?
Well, what else is there?
You've got a lot to learn. See that cook? He's extracting pure meat essence. Stock, you'd call it, I suppose, for use in soups and stews. He's performing a sanitary duty by getting rid of the smell that'd be caused if those bones were chucked in the swill tubs. He's preparing a byproduct that helps to make glue for aeroplanes. And all you can see is a man boiling bones. Oh, well, I suppose you're too young to know any better. Don't know where you youngsters would be without some of us old hands to take care of you. There, now he's put in the bones. He adds a handful of salt for flavor, and we're ready to go. Turn on the steam and bring the water up to boiling point. And there's your stock pot, just like Mother used to have. But don't leave it at that. Bits of vegetable, raw or cooked, they can all go into the stock pot. And lovely stock they make, too. Now put the lid on and leave it to take care of itself. Then at any time during the day, when you happen to have an odd bone, well, bung it into the stock pot. Every little helps. And look, there's your stock, full of goodness. Lovely grub, that. Why, without stock like that, we'd never get decent gravy or soup.
Well, what about that beer?
Don't mind if I do. The other thing that nobody stops to think about is the profit that comes from the byproduct.
I'll do that.
Pretty poor here, but I've known battalions where it came to hundreds.
Yes, I'm rather vague about that. Tell me, what happens to it?
Quite simple. The byproducts are the property of the battalion that sells them.
Yeah, that's you and me.
Money goes into the PRI.
Yes, and how are they sold?
Swills put out a contract in the local press so that the local feeders can get the benefit. Fat and bones are different. They're collected by agents of the Ministry of Food and paid for at prices notified in an ACI every month. Sometimes you get a better price offered you, but you have to be careful about that. Fat and bones can only go to licensed melters. They guarantee you the same price wherever you happen to be.
Yes,
in Regent Street or the middle of the Scottish Highlands.
Have another.
Don't mind if I do.
God bless.
Down the hatch.
Ah, Martin, you're off on the 4:30, eh?
Yes, sir.
Well, I hope you find your course useful.
I'm sure I shall, sir.
Expect great things of you, you know, when you come back.
I'll do my best, sir. I hope you'll be able to carry on all right without me while I'm away, sir.
We'll have a doubt it.
If you find your own beef is too tough for your digestion, Walter Peach, I'd be willing to help you out with it.
Don't be silly. Nothing wrong with my digestion now.